Well, good evening and welcome to My Psychic Connection. I am your host, Journey Ryan. And it is Friday. That means we are here. It is the weekend, guys. I am so excited for this. I've been waiting for the weekend. I need a break. All right, guys. As you guys know how we do things here, all you have to do is say hi. We automatically put you on the list, no matter what platform you are on. We will go ahead and put you on the list. So don't worry. All you got to do is say hey. You get automatically added to that list. Remember, we are reading from 8 platforms, guys. So this means that we are all over and we are looking at everything. It all comes together in one spot. We take a look at it as you guys say hey. So don't think that we've skipped you or do anything like that. This month, guys, remember every jump that we have, we are donating $1 from every jump to St. Jude's Children's Hospital. So I hope that we can send them a nice little fortune, and we're really excited about doing that. So far, we've got $33 earned this week alone. So looking forward to it. Now, I do have some news. It's probably not the news you want to hear, but summer's coming to a close for us here at My Psychic Connection, MPC Live, technically. And so with that being said, that we are going to have one more week of shows before we take a break. And again, we will be back for season 2, September 27th. That will be our first show, and we will be going back to the full 2-hour shows and kind of going back to the way that we do it when we're not doing it during the summer. So we'll go back to one night. It's all faith readings, and it's all night journey readings. It's all, whoever's on the show readings. But we try to make sure it's fair, and we try to get to as many people as possible. If you've got negative comments or you've got things that you feel like you've got to say and you come here and you try to say them, you will be blocked. You will be asked nicely to respect everybody and their questions and everything that they are feeling, because just because they're not your feelings or they are not your questions doesn't mean it doesn't mean something to the person asking the questions. So please be kind. Don't be rude. Don't be crude. Don't be a Karen. You know what I mean? Just enjoy the show, because guess what? When your question comes up, they may not think it's worth their time either. But everybody's waiting patiently to get a reading. All right, guys. Remember, the jump has just been put in the queue so everybody can see it. The queue is where the comments are. So where you guys are commenting, you'll see the link to jump the list. Remember, we're going to try to take as many people as we can. Now, we are going to go for 2 hours, and tonight there is no time frame for jumps. You guys can jump the entire show, so the more jumps we have, the longer the show is. If we don't have any jumps after a 2-hour period, we will end the show. So just so you guys know, that jumps guarantee your read. It also gives you a longer read, and we are only doing mediumship readings unless you jump the list. If you don't jump the list, you cannot get a mediumship reading. That's also asking if spirit has anything to say to you. That is a mediumship reading. When it comes to general reads, we do not do general reads here on the show. They tend to take longer, and they can go in many different directions. So that's why we ask that you have a question ready. When you have a question ready, you are focusing and directing the energy to something that we can pinpoint pretty quickly when it comes to that type of reading. So please hang in there, guys. I know that a lot of people want to know about medical. We are not doctors. We cannot prescribe medications. We cannot diagnose what's going on in your body, because also we are not x-ray machines. We are not doctors. We didn't go to school for that type of medical stuff. So if you have a medical condition or something that you feel has got you down or is draining your energy, you have a lump in your breast, you feel that something's wrong, please see your medical physician. Also, no politics. Politics always causes uproar and panic and annoyance and arguments. So we ask that you guys don't ask those types of questions, as it's only going to cause those types of Um, that's only going to cause those kinds of problems. Sorry about that, guys. My dog's trying to get underneath. She's in my office tonight, and she's trying to get underneath my feet. So I had to move her to the side. Get over it. All right, so I hope everybody's doing good tonight. You guys know I'm here with Gifts of Faith. She will be joining me here in just a moment. And she's having a little tech problem there for a moment, so she will be with us here in just a few minutes. All right, as I'm looking as people are coming through the door, we got some jumps ahead. So Blanca D, get your question ready. Don't post it just yet. I'm going to talk for another few minutes to see about Faith getting on. I know that she says she was almost ready. So she was having an issue earlier. She's taking care of it. It's good stuff. But Blanca D, get that question ready. And then Kevin Torres, get your question ready. You'll be after Blanca. All right, guys. So I hope everybody is doing good and ready to rock and roll. That means, guys, we already got 2 jumps in the list. That means we already got $2 more to add to St. Jude. Thank you guys so much for that. What's everybody doing for the weekend? I know what I'm doing. I've got a new pen to put up, and I've got some yard work I'm going to get done. I'm probably going to kayak for a couple hours. Oh, possibly go tan a little bit and, play with the dogs, give them baths, all the fun, wonderful things that I love to do on the weekend. And then probably jump at the pool at the end of the day to relax. Sounds fun. Sounds fun. I did think about going to the casino, though, but then I was like, do I want to? I do, but I don't. So, all right, that was my mom saying hi to everybody. You guys know how that one works. Everybody say hi to mom. All right. Let's take a look here. Let's find out. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and start the questions here. Let's go ahead with Blanca D. Blanca, go ahead and throw us your question. All right, she says, I'm not feeling well, and my husband's family already reached out. My husband warned me of this also. My oldest boy, dad is telling me he's coming out here. Is that true? Because I don't need the drama. Why won't he leave me alone? Well, unfortunately, due to the circumstance of him being the father, he feels like he can intertwine in your life. But I don't feel that, you should allow that. You should say, no, you're not welcome at my house. You don't need to be here at my house. I don't feel that this is the right thing. If you want to see your son outside of the house, perfect. Go visit him at a restaurant. Go visit him at rent a hotel room. Have him come visit you. But stay the hell away from me. There's a reason we're not together. The oldest boy doesn't need my supervision to go hang out and be around you. So technically, we have nothing to talk about. There's no emergency here. You just want to visit with them. Go visit. That's how you should be with it, Blanca. Don't. And I'm going to tell you this, too. When it comes to his family, you're going to have to put a stop. You're going to have to put your foot down. This is just getting, it's just getting to where they're going to be pushy. Should I laugh out loud? They're just getting too pushy. They're trying to. It means like they're constantly trying to be in your life. They're constantly trying to take over. They're constantly me, this. I do this. I rule you. I do this. But that's not the way that should be. You need to put a stop to them coming over when they want to, or involving themselves when they want to. Yes, those are his part of his family. But guess what? When he was around, they didn't come around. He didn't let them come around. He didn't want them around. There was a reason for that. They don't need, you don't need this type of drama. You don't need this type of energy. This is something that, this is the stress I was talking to you about. It's called put everybody in their place. You can be nice about doing so, but put them in their place. They may not like what you have to say. They may not like what what they have to hear. But truth's truth, and you need to put it forward and just be like, you have your house, I have mine. I'm not paying any more crap for you. Pay it for yourself. Not hanging around. I'm not making any more trips. I'm not doing any of it. I'm done. You showed your true colors, and now I'm done. Niceness wore off. It's amazing. It was like cheap perfume from the Dollar General. It wore off real quick. Smells like alcohol. She says, Journey, I will speak. I just need alone time with my kids. And that's what you say. Guys, I don't have any alone time with my children. Not even since, when all this went down. Everybody's all in everybody's businesses. Everybody's all up in everybody's grill. Don't let these people push you around. And that's what they're doing. They're controlling you, and they know they are, and they can feel it. Put them in their place. Punch them in the throat with words. They won't be able to breathe, and they'll cry, they'll talk shit. The more shit they talk, the harder you've hurt their feelings. The more you know that you've pushed them back, you've created that barrier. So now you're more like the pit bull than the chihuahua. So not only can you bark, but you can bite. She says, I really do feel their energy, and it drains. Laugh out loud, Journey. Well, you know what? When it comes to them, and when it comes to this whole situation, when it comes to them trying to control your life, you have to put the end to it. You have to stop it. You have to, you have to do what you need to do in order to make it better. You have to fix the situation. So, if you don't put the boundary up, it's going to fall apart. It's going to fall apart. She goes, laugh my ass off. Journey, your way of examples. Oh my God, the most. Laugh out loud. Listen, you sometimes have to punch them in the throat verbally. That's just where you're at. I mean, you're not trying to do it to be mean. Being nice, saying these things to them kindly, clearly is not working. So you've got to be a little bit more stern. And by being stern and telling them like it is, guess what? Now they know. They know not to mess with you. They know not to, they just know to back off. And you're going to hear them bitching about how you told them to back off. And they're going to complain about it. And they're going to whine about it. They're going to talk to the children about it. Guess what? That's another boundary that you need to say, hey, if you have a problem with me keeping boundaries, that's between you and me. But you do not tell the kids, you do not punish the kids, you do nothing to the kids just because you have an issue that you can't solve. That's on you. You can't respect boundaries. You were told nicely, it didn't work. Clearly, I was a little bit more wordy with you this time. Now I'm putting an end to it. Stop running your mouth, or you can stay away for good. Done with the nonsense. You have no time for nonsense. You are trying to walk forward, not drag 5 million pounds of bullshit behind you, because last time I checked, your ass was not a dump truck. So how are you supposed to carry you and your kids and all their bullshit? Said kick rocks is the new trend. And thank you, Journey. Well, you know what? So is throat punch with verbs. Use a few nouns, use a few verbs. You'll be good. Little action. Never hurt nobody. But I can tell you right now that it's going to come to you actually happen to be, pretty wordy with them in order for them to get it through their thick skulls. So the thing about it is that, get things good with you, figure out what you want to do, figure out what you want to say, and then get yourself ready to rock and roll. Don't let these people keep taking control. All right, Blanca? She goes, does my husband have an input? He said, yeah, I told you not to talk to them. He says, he told you you can be caring, but you cannot give them anything. He told you not to give them anything. Do not treat them. He says they will take advantage of you. He said he's told you this numerous times because you've asked him sometimes. I've seen you ask him. I didn't. You did. You took them to that park. You paid for everybody. You gave them something. You keep giving. They know you've got it, so they're going to take it no matter how they can. They're going to take it from you. So don't let these people chew you up and spit you out. It's definitely not worth it. And that's exactly what, your husband's saying. He says, I told you to stay back. I told you to stay back. Don't give them anything. He says, I see how nice you are to them. He says your niceness is weakness to them. So just so you know, he's not a fan. He knows who they are. He knows how they are. He says they don't look any different from where he stands today. So just so you know that. She says, I'm silent. Laugh out loud. Thanks, good sir. You're welcome, good ma'am. Little lady. All right. Well, thanks, Blanca. I appreciate your question tonight. All right. I need Kevin Torres to go ahead and throw their question out, and then Megan Thompson to get your question ready. All right, guys. Remember, every time you guys jump the list, we're going to be donating $1. $1 of the donation is definitely going to be going to St. Jude's Children's Hospital. We do appreciate all the donations that we received this week, and we cannot wait until the end of this month in order to provide them with a nice little check from us here doing readings and giving you guys the answers you seek. So, Kevin Torres. All right, I'm assuming it's Brandy. All right, so Brandy says, trying to make some decisions with my career path, wanted to see if Spirit had any direction. I have a master's degree and I don't want to go back to school, but I'm not sure I'm where I should be. Okay, so what's your master's degree in? Because the first thing I saw was nursing. I'm also seeing something sciencey. I do see more school ahead of you, though. I'm seeing more school. There's many things that circle around you. I don't know if these are things you're thinking of or fields that you've wanted to work in before, but I see law, nursing, science. I'm seeing a couple things here. So, cosmetology. Did you want cosmetology at one point? She says nurse practitioner. Okay. So, that's why I seen the nursing. All right. So, also explains science. From what I'm looking at here, when it comes to picking a new direction, I feel like you want to do something. You want to do something different, but you want to bring joy and happiness to people. And yeah, nurse practitioner can do that in some ways, but they also have to deliver some bad news too. When we talk about people's health, 99.9% of the time when people go to the doctor, there's something wrong. They got an issue, they got a problem, something's wrong, they're not feeling well. So unfortunately, we're always like, it's this, it's that, it's this, it's that. Nobody's just going for a checkup going, hey, how do I look? You look great, good health. All right, those are easy. But yeah, I get it. But the thing is that she says exactly. So I don't know if you were trying to play around with beauty, because I kept seeing cosmetology, but it wasn't just like you went to cosmetology school and got the basic learning. This was more in depth, like skincare and different types of makeups and how they perform on different skin textures. I mean, like you really got deeper into it versus um, just your basics. She says, I thought about dermacare, and that makes sense for you. Like, because I keep seeing you want to help bring the beauty out, and you're trying to show people that they're beautiful and they may have an issue with their skin, or makeup hurts their face or gives them rashes. This, you would be that person to be able to tell them. And with your nursing, it would add to what you already, you know what you would be doing. So you would be adding to what's already there. So I think if you decided to go that direction, again, that still comes with more learning, though, because like I said, I did see you going back to school for that. So just hang in there. And when it comes to schooling, I know you don't want to go back to school, but there would be definitely some learning there that you would need in order um, to get to that point. So she goes, is the Air Force out of the question? Air Force isn't out of the question, but the thing about the Air Force is that you're second guessing the Air Force. I don't feel that you're 100% on board with the Air Force. The idea is great of going into the military and having that type of structure and that type of background. But the thing is that, you know, I just don't see the Air Force as the direction that you're going to go 100% when it comes to the military. Um, I just don't feel like the military. The second guessing is keeping me from saying yes on the Air Force. It's still there, but it's not a yes, it's a maybe. And giving readings the way I give readings, I don't say yes to maybes. So I'm going to tell you it's there, but I see two directions. So, but I also see you going and learning, but it didn't show. See, I saw the learning, I didn't see the military. So that tells me that if you're, right now you're a nurse practitioner, but you're trying to go in a different direction, so just hang in there. It'll get easier to make that decision, but right now I feel like it's going to end up being more school, and I see you, going into skincare, beauty of some type. That's why cosmetology was popping up. But I know that you hear the word cosmetology and you like cringe. You're like, I don't want to, I feel like that's less. It's not. Trust me. I know some cosmeticians that make more money than doctors and nurses. So there's great money to be made there, especially if you know some really good stuff and you have a lot of education that comes with that. And, with the skincare stuff, it would be absolutely wonderful. Well, my little friend has decided to join the party. Apparently, her tech problem is over and she is able to join us. Faith, how's it going?
Everybody, it's going good. I hope everybody's having a good Friday.
All right. So, did you hear the question or should I read it to you?
No, I didn't hear the question. I caught like mid to end of what you were saying. I know she was,
Okay.
I assume from your answer, she was asking about education.
No, actually, she was asking about career path, but I seen education as a part of that career path.
Well, I can tell you this because I saw her say, "Is the Air Force still on the table, or do you see Air Force?" I don't see Air Force for you. Uh, I, just like Journey said, from what I saw of your question, um, I don't feel like you're certain on it, even though the idea of it and serving is, it pulls to you to serve and to be of help to people, but I don't see that for you. I actually see something in the health field.
The nurse practitioner.
Okay,
That's why.
so that's why I'm saying that. Okay, but that's what I see for you.
Because I was concerned my health would block it.
No, I just don't see you going into the military. Of course, you have free will, but I don't see that. I see more nursing for you, and I do see. I think Journey, what I caught was the tail end of what Journey was saying, something about cosmetology. I do see something along those lines. I don't think it's necessarily the makeup end of it, or that's not what I'm shown. Maybe you will do that, but that's not what I'm shown. I'm showing like the people that do the skincare. What do they call those estheticians, Journey?
Yes.
That's what I'm being shown. Not saying you're not going to do other aspects of cosmetology, but that's what I'm shown.
She was going to be she was looking into dermatology before.
Okay, maybe that's why I just keep seeing the face, and I keep seeing you doing lots of different things
Yes.
to people's face. So that's what makes me think it's I don't know what the other way of saying that would be. Because if you were an esthetician, then I guess it would be, I don't know what the word would be for that. Um, but that's what I'm being shown.
All right. Thank you so much for your question, Brandy. I appreciate you. All right. Well, let's keep on going here and take the next person in line. Actually, we're going to take the next person in line right after our break, which is Megan Thompson. Megan, get your question ready. We're going to be taking it right after the break. And Christina Thompson, get your question ready. You'll be right after Megan, and we'll be taking those questions right after the break. We'll be right back after these messages. All right, guys, and we are back. Remember, every jump earns $1 for St. Jude, and right now we are kicking butt and taking names, guys. All right, so far we're up to $38 for the week so far. So, guys, keep them coming. And like I said, Faith and I are going to be here as long as the jumps keep coming in past. If we get past the 2-hour mark, we will still take those jumps, guys. There's no time limit on the jumps tonight, but do remember, once we we get past that time and we're not getting any more jumps, we will start to get ready to close that show. All right, remember, jumps are going to guarantee your reading. All right, now don't get me wrong, guys. We are going to do some free readings too, so don't get worried. We always do. All right, well, let's keep on going. And we got our question from Megan. Megan says, "Hey, Journey of Faith, since we last talked, I had a conversation with Cheyenne. First time we've talked on the phone in over a year. We had a good talk. The only thing that made me question why she was telling me was when she mentioned my birthday. That's on Tuesday. She said that my birthday is still saved in her phone as her love's birthday, and she was too lazy to change it. I'm confused with the mixed signals, and does she have feelings for me still or not? This was also not the ex I was expecting to call." All right, so it's it. So the way she worded it was to not make herself look vulnerable. So it was about not being vulnerable. It was about wanting to reach out because your birthday is saved for Tuesday, but yet she called you sooner, and she could have changed it in her phone at any point in time. No one's that damn lazy. I'm sorry, they're just not that damn lazy, especially if it's attached to their hand and they're constantly staring at it. So you know that was just, I'm doing this, but I don't want you to think that I'm doing it because I have feelings. She's kind of testing the waters to see where you're at. That's what I'm getting. I don't feel that this was just random and just, oh, well, I just wanted to let you know. So what she took, she gave a compliment and then she took it away. She gave it. She realized how loving and caring it sounds. So she dulled it down by going, well, because I was just too lazy to take it out of my phone. That's like saying, well, I went to the bathroom, but I was just too lazy to wipe my own ass. Really? Well, you're not going to tell anybody that. Seriously. She contacted you because she's missing you. She's contacting you because she's been thinking about you. Now, she kind of wants to see where this is going to go. This is not where we're at. We're not saying that she's going to chase you, but she definitely wants you to kind of put some feelings out there so she knows where you stand, and then the chase will begin. Then the little, I push you on the playground, I'm going to pull your hair. This is where we're at. Aren't you so happy you're grown? So happy you're grown, aren't you? You're going to play the little kissy games on the playground. That's where you're at. I'm so glad I don't date anymore. Because I hated the playground. Anyway, no, I'm kidding. I actually love the playground. The thing about it is that she's testing the water. She wants to see where you're at. She's wanting to see if you're going to reach out. She's going to communicate. Be friendly and cordial. Throw some little hints out there that there's some cuteness, but again, dull it down. Don't allow it, don't allow it to seem too lovey. Give her I know this sounds very childish about what I'm about to say, is give her just enough that she's giving you. She's trying to bait you, bait her. She won't be able to hold back. So her flirting will get stronger. So basically, you're giving her a little bit of what she gave you. She's going to give you a little bit more to see if you take that bait. And so let her keep baiting you. If you're willing, let's see where it goes. Could it go somewhere else? I do believe so. But here's the thing. Oh, she said, really? And she's older than me. So I thought this would be a thing. So this is the thing. I'm going to give you the thing. She wants the relationship back. Do you want the relationship back? I mean, I kind of feel like you do, but there's a lot of red flags you keep throwing up in the back of your head. And I keep seeing you holding back. I say allow yourself to be able to move forward. Allow yourself to do things that you are going to do. Allow yourself to, figure things out. But you need to make sure after you guys get past the little kissy phase that when you guys are getting ready to head to relationship and say, I need to know this before we go any further. And then have your serious conversation so you don't fall into old patterns. I don't feel that the old patterns would surface right away, but if they are not talked about, they will come back. I'm going to pass it over to Faith, see what she's got for you, Faith.
Megan! Okay, so I agree with Journey. She was kind of filling it out. She did leave your number in her phone.
She says, yeah, because she ran away once a few weeks before my relationship, so it's hard to be like, you don't want to do it again. And she goes, and my birthday, I mean.
Well, I do feel there's a sincerity from her. You always treated her very well as far as like being attentive and kind and fun, and you guys had a lot of fun together. Here's the thing, Megan. I don't think I'm gonna agree with Journey, but I'm gonna go just a little bit further with some of the stuff I'm seeing. I don't really think you want to. You want to so that you're not alone and because you know her, right? So on a certain level it would be easy, but then you'd be worried about her doing the same stuff. Now, I don't think she would necessarily do the same stuff, just like what Journey said, but here's the thing. If you start this up again, she's gonna get really attached to you and really clingy, and I don't think you're gonna want that. So just like what Journey said, you need to set the boundaries. And the other thing is, the minute that you start to really get involved with her, the ex that you do want to hear from is going to pop up. So you're going to have a lot of decisions to make. Do I think that this is workable? Yes, but I don't want you just to get into a relationship just because you don't want to be alone. I don't want anybody to do that because that's not the right intention, and you deserve so much more than that, Megan. And I think you're kind of like, well, this might be okay, but I don't know. And I'm just worried she's going to get really clingy, and you might not like that so much. Now, I do think that you are going to date her. I do. But I'm just giving you a heads up. She's going to get really clingy. Just like Journey said, go easy. Go easy. And she will be I don't know what the term is, I guess the aggressor or the one that's more coming forward a lot. And I think
Which
she's
is funny because I posted on Facebook that we started talking, and I'm sure that my other ex has seen it. She goes, any thoughts on her reaction?
I don't think, she'll be like, she'll act like it doesn't bother her, but then she's going to reach out because she's going to want to know what you're doing. But not right away, Megan, okay? Not going to be like tomorrow. It'll be like within the next 2.5, 3 weeks is what I'm being shown. So, but you don't want to use somebody to get back at your ex, though. So just be careful, and because I don't want you to get yourself in like a weird love triangle.
You don't want to be finding yourself, Megan, in the X Games.
Yeah.
Because that sounds like where that's coming.
Yeah. And then you'll be like, what happened here? But I do think that this ex, this Cheyenne, I do think that she is going to be more open and different to you this time. Just be prepared and go into it kind of slow, Megan, okay?
She says, definitely don't want all that. Laugh out loud.
No.
All right. Well, thanks, Megan. Thank you for your question. All right. Christina Thompson. Or Krista Thompson. Sorry, Krista. All right, Krista, go ahead and throw us your question. But Krista, I got something fun to tell you, and I can't wait to see uh, Faith face because we're gonna flip the script and make the switch, and Faith is gonna answer first.
Okay.
That's the face I was looking for. Megan says, "Thank you guys. You're welcome, Megan. Anytime." And Faith doesn't mind to go first.
No, I don't.
If she had no tech problems, she would have been here sooner. All right, guys, we got Krista. Krista says, "Can you tell me where you see things going for me? And did Johnny, for me and Johnny, every time I think we're making progress, he pulls back. Why does he keep doing that? Will we work it out?"
So, Krista, the first thing that I got.
Those were eyeballs.
Okay, I just was making sure that she didn't write anything else dirty. Um,
Yep.
so the first thing that I got with that is he's scared because he knows if he settles and he's calm about stuff, that he's gonna have to step up to the plate. And I also feel like most of the stuff going on with Johnny has to do with other things that have nothing to do with you. I keep seeing him being like in the zone with her and that part of his life. So sometimes he gets distracted by that and tries to like, okay, I concentrated on my relationship today, but now I've really got to concentrate on this, meaning work. So he kind of teeter totters and goes back and forth because he's uncertain what to do in his mind. It doesn't have anything to do with you. And then he gets frustrated because I think a lot of his things are prioritizing and time management. It's not that he doesn't love you or that he doesn't want to commit, but I feel there's a lot of fear there. Okay. And it's not really anything to do with you. It has more to do with his insecurities and not knowing how to manage everything and the expectations in the relationship that he thinks you have. I don't know if that makes sense, but what he thinks you want, it's not that he can't give it to you. It's like trying to juggle everything and trying to be in emotional control of stuff. Now, I do feel like there's good intentions there, and he will start to move more forward once some of these work things in that part of his life kind of slows down because I feel like there's some type of deadline or some type of goal that he's trying to reach. And once he's kind of there, then he'll kind of come back forward and stay forward. But I see him kind of teeter tottering because he's not sure of things within himself. It has nothing to do with you and your relationship.
She
Now,
said,
here's the
"Makes
thing.
perfect sense."
Okay. I'm glad it makes sense to you. Now, here's the thing. I feel like you are going to get frustrated and be like, screw it. I'm not doing this because the last time I talked to him, he had an attitude. Because you guys are going to have an incident and he's going to get an attitude and you're going to be like, and this is within yourself. You may not say this to him, but this is what I feel from you. You're going to be like, I'm not dealing with this. Fine. I'm just going to turn off my phone. He can blow it up. I don't care because he's not giving me what I want and what I need. And he's being weird and not telling me anything. Then you're going to ignore him for like 3 or 4 days, but the whole time he's going to be blowing up your phone, whether it's a text or whatever. And then you're going to be like, okay, what do you want? He's going to be like, I'm so sorry. I'm just stressed out. And you're going to be like, that's not a reason to ignore me and come back when you feel like you decompress. And he's going to be like, I'm sorry. And I know. And you're going to feel like you want to walk away, but you're not going to because he's got this puppy dog look thing that he does to you. And you're like, God damn. So I don't really see, I feel like you guys take little breaks here and there, like a couple days maybe, but I'm not seeing that there's anything permanent other than you want to walk away and you might pull away slightly. But I don't really see him going anywhere. Just let him get through this and he'll tell you once it's over that he's sorry he did this. He just overthinks things and has too many things going on. And I don't really feel like it's personal on a certain level, Krista. I know it feels personal because you feel like he's not giving the attention to you or your relationship that he needs to be, and he's not. But I just think he's got too much on his plate mentally and gets scared of the emotions, the responsibility, and the not commitment to you, but what commitment means or what he thinks it means when that's not even what you're really wanting from him. Okay. He's putting expectations on himself that he's convinced that you have, but they're really his own expectations. What I would say is let him get through this till fall time, and then it'll kind of peter off. Now, you're going to have a few fights here and there between now and then, but it'll be okay. Okay? So let's see what Journey has.
All right. So, Krista, I got a quick question right from the start because it's the energy that I see currently. Is that are you guys separated at the moment? Like right now, are you separated? Because I feel as though that there's this cold shoulder. There's a bickering going back and forth as we speak. Like there's ignorance in his energy, and you're trying to get things accomplished, but yet he's trying to pull back, and it's driving you crazy. She just laughed out loud. I think you know him, Faith. Um, but the thing is that when it comes to this, she goes, "We are not together." Yeah, that's what I thought. Is because the way the energy was coming to me is that you guys are kind of like in two different spaces right now. He's in one space where he's acting kind of ignorant. You're just trying to solve the problem so you guys can get past this and sweep it under the rug. You're trying to get rid of it. Well, honey, I'm going to tell you something. Get rid of that damn rug. Stop sweeping stuff under the rug. What you need to do is build a bridge and help him get the hell over it. Tie him up, throw him in the truck, drive over the bridge, burn it down so you don't ever have to cross that river again. So the thing about it is that, yeah, you guys are going to have fights. You're never, ever going to always see eye to eye. So there's someone in the relationship has to be the grown-up. Someone has to be the adult. So, I mean, I'm not saying take abuse, but what I'm saying is that someone has got to control their temper. And it's not you that has to control your temper always because he starts acting like a child. So then you need to ask him and say, what are you doing? Just keep asking. Question him. When you talk to him, question him. Don't release the Kraken on him. Just ask questions. Make him answer his own ignorance. Well, why would you do this? Oh, well, I don't know. Well, you know, you're doing it for some reason, so let's talk about it. Because the energy that I see from the negativity isn't actually coming between you and him. It's coming from the outside influences, the outside forces that are pissing him off. And because he gets pissed off in that way, when he gets around you, he's still holding on to that energy, even though he didn't release that energy to the person that was pissing him off in the first place. So then you get the attitude, and then you don't know why you guys are having these arguments and these fights because he starts acting out like a 5-year-old. So you have to play the grown-up and kind of ask him all the questions so you don't run into separating. And I saw the same thing. It was back and forth, together, not together, back together, not together, back together, not together. I mean, that's got to get annoying. Eventually, you know, you can pull Velcro apart and put it together so many times before, guess what doesn't stick anymore? The Velcro. It just slides right off. So you don't want that to be the case with this relationship. So as much as it sucks to be like, all right, let's find out what's going on. Why are you doing this? What's going on? Is someone got you pissed off? You know, who's pissed you off? What's going on at work? What's going on with your friends? What's going on with family? What's going on? So if you connect to him in that way, believe it or not, and don't tell him, you'll have control over the relationship and he won't even know. Girl, you'll have him wrapped around your finger and he won't even know. He'll be just telling you all the stuff that pissed him off. And guess what will happen? You can be there and you can get him to, and then you'll get him to open up, which is the one thing you've been waiting for him to do. So if you get him to open up about the little stuff, he'll feel more secure about opening up to you. Then he starts opening up to bigger stuff, which starts to talk about the love and the feelings and the caring. And you'll be like, holy shit, is this a relationship? Haha, it is. Gotcha, sucker. Now you're in a relationship. So you got to question him. Don't yell at him because yelling don't work. Question him. You got this, girl. And you hang in there. Thank you so much for your question tonight. I appreciate it.
It's going to be okay.
Yes, it's definitely going to be okay. All right. Well, let's keep on going here. We got Blanca D. Go ahead and throw your question, Blanca. You are next on the list. Blanca. Guys, don't forget to jump. All jumps, $1 of the donation goes to St. Jude Children's Hospital. We're trying to raise as much money as we can for them this month. We're going to be doing more charities, and we're going to try to donate to as many people as we can because we are going to spread the love. All right, Blanca says, my baby girl only 1 week away from coming, and I'm excited, you guys. Will she have a quick delivery? Can't wait to hold my Lil. Will my son be there because he's always working? Also, will Lil and his will my little and his fever is up and down. I think I'm getting it now. I hope you understood that because that was a little hard to read.
I did.
Okay.
I'll repeat the question before I completely answer. But if I understood you correctly, Blanca, you want to know if your grandbaby's going to be okay, if it's going to be a long, easy delivery, if your son's going to be there, and if your little guy's fever is going to get under control. So I'm going to answer it based on what I think that you asked. And I do think that your son's girlfriend is a little gonna she'll have an okay pregnancy, but she's gonna, I mean, as far as the labor, she's gonna say it was hard. I do think that it's gonna be a little bit hard on her just because it's her first uh delivery. They're gonna have some type of issue with her water. So I don't know if they're going to have to burst her water for her. And I actually feel she may get an epidural, even though she says she's not. Okay, I'm just saying because I hear her going, I'm not doing any of that, but I have a feeling she will. Um, the baby will be
Matthew's
fine.
fever's up and down. Thank you, Faith.
Yeah, his fever's going to be okay by Sunday. Give it till Sunday, to the end of Sunday. I think he'll be all right. Um, But as far as the delivery, I feel like it's gonna be okay. I'm gonna be really honest. I think as long as your son doesn't work nights, he'll be there because I either see her. She's either gonna go in labor at evening time because I see it being dark outside, or early morning. I'm not sure which because of how I'm seeing this. So as long as that's not his working time, I do think he'll be there. But he might have to be called because what I'm seeing is that somebody calls him or texts him and it's nighttime and I see him, or dark outside and I see him going to the hospital. Okay. Uh, so I do think that he will go or will be there, or she'll already be going into labor, is what I'm shown. And someone is going to have to tell him. But I just don't know what the time is because I see it being dark outside. So it could be early morning and be dark outside. But I mean, I think it's evening. I want to say there's something about 10:30. So I don't know if the baby's going to be born at 10:30 or if she's going to go into labor at 10:30, but I keep seeing 10:30, 10:30, 10:30, and it's flashing at me like a clock. So there's some sort of significance to 10:30. So just be aware of that and hold on to it because I'm not exactly sure
This is my
which number
Sunday.
that is.
Oh my God, I'm freaking out now. Sorry, Robert. She says, oh my God, that means I do take her. She says, yay, I'll be there. Then 2 maybe.
Yeah, you'll be there.
Got it. 10:30.
Yeah, there's some sort of significance to 10:30. So I don't know if that's when she goes into labor or when she actually gives birth. Because I keep seeing 10:30 and it's nighttime or evening time. And I do feel like you are there, Blanca. So I've always felt that. Um, so, just hang
I'm
in
so
there.
excited.
You should be. That's awesome. Babies are a blessing. I'm trying to think. What was her other question, Johnny? Or was that it? I thought there
Really?
were three.
Hang on. I got to dig it back up, girl. This is the exact reason why. She says, um, she's talking about the baby and she's talking about Matthew's fever.
Yeah, the fever. I feel like that'll stop by the end of Sunday. I don't even think it'll be that long, but I see Sunday. So just hang in there. He'll be all right. I don't see anything with that. The only thing I would say is watch for ear infection.
She goes, that's all you guys, just those 2.
Okay. For some reason I thought there was a third one.
Yeah, it's what her husband wants to say to her. I know where she's at with it.
You know what he says? Oh, Lord. Okay, I'm going to pull a Johnny right now.
Oh, boy.
He says, Blanca, calm the F down. Calm down. The baby is fine. The grandbaby will be fine. We're all fine. And then he says, kids get fever. That's not me. That's your husband. And then he says, I love you. And then he says, I like the glasses. And then he's telling me, did you misplace some already? Because he's already talking about you misplacing glasses. Or maybe you're like overthinking misplacing the glasses. He keeps saying something about you misplacing the glasses. Maybe he's trying to tell me to tell you not to.
She says, Faith, will you be on tomorrow on the site?
Yes.
What, Berta? Hold your tongue. Now it's my turn.
Yes, I will be on the site tomorrow, Blanca.
All right. So, yeah, you're more than likely going to lose him. He's already told us that. That's why we said get a couple pairs. So, the thing about him also saying, don't ever call me Roberta, especially on live, he said that he was talking about your mental health earlier and putting too much pressure on yourself and allowing those to get to you. It's taking a deeper toll than you actually realize right now, and you need to actually put your foot down. And that's what we were talking about in your first reading, is to be able to put your foot down, to put up those walls, put up those barriers. You know what? It may hurt their feelings. They may talk shit, but don't let them get the best of you. He wants you to work on you, and he wants you to do what's best for you. And he says that you have ideas and plans, even the ones that you and I have talked about, that would benefit you so much more and give you a new lease on life. It would also, he said, it also changes the dating pool for you. He says, because he can't wait to see you pick his replacement. But he said that, you know, he worries about you, and he wants, you know, he loves his family. Don't get that wrong. It's not that he doesn't love them. He says, but he knows the truth of them. He knew the truth of them when he was alive, and that's why he didn't spend as much time with them as they wanted, because he knew who they were and what they did. But he knows that if you keep allowing them to get under your skin, you're going to keep providing until you don't have anything to provide anymore. And then the only people that are going to get hurt out of this are the children and you, because they won't care. They're self-absorbed. They go after whatever they can get. And when they can't get it anymore, guess where you go? Lost to the wind. And he said, you need to limit your time with your family. And your mother said to do the same. Your sisters are going to get under your skin. They are more worried about how you're feeling and your outcomes are going to be right now. And even though that each person has their own form of drama, you've got your own to battle right now. You don't need to be battling anybody else's drama. I know you love to help, but you are no good if you are scattered, broken, depressed, upset. You're good to nobody. So right now is the time to focus on you. And both your mom and Robert said that. She goes, laugh my ass off. I love you, Robert. Still always win. Remember, honey bunny. He knows. She said the dating pool. Sorry, babe. He's coming, but you sent him. He said, I didn't send nobody. And said, family drama. Nope. I'm an orphan. No, you're not. You're not an orphan. You're not an orphan. Listen, they want you to make sure that you are bettering yourself and that you're doing what's right for the family. If you're making the right goals and the right determinations to make things better, don't let anybody else stop you. Don't let anybody know your plans at this moment. Give no one the idea of the plans that are being put out there, because you need to be able to do these and make these without having to hesitate, listen to any family members or anyone else's opinions. Because remember, honey, opinions are like assholes, and everybody's got one. And some of them stink.
No, some of them do. Why do you think there's so many fights on Facebook?
So, Balaka, I hope that helps. And she says, love you guys. Thank you. Always a pleasure.
We love you too.
I'm holding my goals. Good. Now, put them in motion. That's the next step. So let's get to that part, and we'll help you. All right. So we are going to take a quick break, but after the break, I'm going to need Christine Oxford, and then Brittany Lynn. Get your guys' question. Christina, you'll be first. And then Brittany, you'll be right after Christina. We'll take those questions right after the break. We'll be right back after these messages.
Are you looking for the very best website designs? Look no further than mypressmarketing.com. Let their expert staff take your website, phone site, or mobile app to the next level, fast and easy. That's mypressmarketing.com. Why shop anyplace else? Just tell us what you want and we will build it. Why settle for an everyday design? Get a design that stands out from the rest. We can even offer your business radio and magazine advertising. That's mypressmarketing.com. Let us be your advertising, marketing, and website design specialist today.
For Central Kentucky's best selection of pets and pet supplies, visit Adventure Pets in Berea. We have one of Central Kentucky's largest selection of fresh and saltwater fish, exotic birds, hamsters, reptiles, puppies, kittens, and more. We carry several lines of premium dog and cat food. We also stock Frontline Plus, Advantage, Capstar, and other products for flea and tick control supplies for dogs and cat health needs. Call us today at 859-985-8001.
All right, guys, we are back. All right, I need Christine Oxford to go ahead and throw us her question. Christine Oxford, go ahead and throw us your question. All right. After 30 seconds, if we don't hear after you see your question, then we're going to move on to the next person. So Brittany, Lynn, get your question ready because you're right after Christine and no Christine. So Brittany, come on down. You are next on the list. After Brittany is going to be Catherine. Catherine, get your question ready. You'll be right after Brittany. All right. I got Brittany here. Brittany says, will I be moved into an apartment by October? And also, will I move into an apartment in my city of Lumberton or the city next to me? I used to live in Pembroke. But I want to go back to Pembroke, but already started enrolling my daughter in pre-K and Lombardon. But we'll transfer her if I get an apartment in the city that she was asking about. And she said, yes, you said both of them right. Okay, good. All right, here you go, Faith.
I'm going to put a little side note here before I answer your question. You know why I said that? Because where I live, we have a Pembroke Mall. And it's spelled the same way. That's why I said it like that. So, to answer your question, I do see you moving. This is the thing. You're going to have a choice. But I honestly feel that you're going to stay. Let me make sure I pronounce it right. In Limbrook or or the one that starts. Okay.
She wants to live in Pembroke, but she applied for an apartment in Lombardon.
Yeah, you're going to stay in Lombardon, I feel. You could go to Pembroke. Okay, this is the thing. Because you're gonna get the apartment in Lombardon, okay? But I feel like you will find somewhere in Pembroke, but it's going to be slightly over your budget, and you're going to have to make a choice. Because I do think that you can, but then you're going to be like, well, I already have my daughter here. But the thing is, I think you would be happier in Pembroke, but I still see you staying in the other city. So that's kind of what I see. I want to talk about your daughter a little bit because I keep feeling like you've been worried about her for some reason. Is she seeing imaginary people or talking about imaginary friends? They're not imaginary. I do think that your daughter sees spirits. Don't be scared of it. There's no one, you know, no one bad around her. I just wanted to make you aware of that. But I feel like you're gonna have a choice. Um, but I still see you staying in Lombardy. So that's what I'm getting with that. Um, trying to see what else I'm seeing around you. I just see you being exhausted and running around like a chicken without a head on. I also feel like there's been some type of miscommunication or disagreement with an older woman around you. And it may even be a friend, but I'm still seeing it. If that doesn't make sense to you, hold on to it. It feels like it's a difference of opinion and it has to do with money. So just be aware of that. It may not make sense to you right now. May not even be right now. I feel like it's going to be within 2 weeks if it doesn't make sense to you currently. But
That
that,
on yes.
oh, okay. Okay. So that makes sense to you then. Um, you know, I really feel like there's nothing you can do about that. I mean, if she wants to have that opinion, let her have that opinion. Just like what Journey said, opinions are like asses. Everybody has one. And I feel like it's been very judgmental for you. And even though you kind of expect it from that person, it's still hurtful because you're like, when are you going to grow up and stop judging me so much? You're not superior to me. So, what I would say to you is just don't give a damn because all she has is to talk
Damn's
about
busted.
people. What'd you say, Journey?
Or give a damn is busted.
Ah! I gotta remember that. I never heard
I've
that.
been mentally exhausted from arguing with her. My
Yeah.
mother and my sister have been draining me.
Well, the thing is, they're not helping you. If they were helping you, then that would be different, but they're making judgments on what you should do. So just keep that in mind. Take it easy.
Yes, I do occasionally run around having to do something for everybody 24/7.
Occasionally, that happens a lot. Just take it easy.
Or constantly, it's constantly my bad. I said occasionally, it's constantly.
Oh, okay. Um, you need to take it easy. But on that note, Brittany, I'm gonna pass it over to Journey.
Beep it, beep it. All right, Brittany. All right, Brittany. So,
Sure.
what I was going to tell you here on the situation when it comes to your sister and your mother, it's your sister who's the bigger influence on your mother. Your sister is the one that's the shit talker. She's the shit stirrer. So she should go get a job working at the sewage company for all the shit that falls out of her mouth. Anyway, makes me wonder if her ass ever gets jealous of all the shit that comes out of her mouth. But the thing about it is that she's the one getting your mom's ear, talking the shit, trying to come back every now and then to try to act like your friend. She's not being your friend. She's trying to grab more information to use against you so she can mess with you and your opinions and the way that you do things. Here's another thing, and I'm probably going to sound like an asshole when I say this, but I don't care. Your sister is jealous of your looks. I know that sounds stupid, but it's true. She thinks you're prettier. I think that you are, you're very, you're cautious. You know that you look good, but you don't see it the way she sees it. And she thinks that you look better than her and it bothers her. So instead of, appreciating you and helping you feel more confident, more comfortable with yourself because of who you are, she would rather tear you down, build you up, tear you down. Well, honey, don't live in that construction zone no more. Your sister's a train wreck, and everybody keeps looking at it. And they also see her as like a fun time at the park. Everybody gets a turn. You know, that's the way she is. I mean, she feels like she's got to offer her body to people to get attention, or she's got to act superior to everyone. She likes having control. She's a huge manipulator. I don't like her energy. I know she's your sister, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry she's your sister. You know, you sometimes have family members. You don't get to pick them, but you know what? You get to pick your family. You know the saying, blood's thicker than water. Do you know what water they're talking about? They're talking about the water from the mother's womb. They're not talking about the blood. They're talking about the water from the mother's womb. So just know that. She goes, yeah, she's mad about her body not wanting her anymore, and I'm her punching bag. Right, because she hates that. She goes, you are so spot on. Both are. But, you know, the thing about it is, honey, and when it comes to your housing situation, I don't feel like you're going to have a problem. I do believe Faith was correct about, getting the opportunity to live in both. You'll find 2 places and 1 in each city, and you're going to be able to get both. But the one that's in the city you actually don't like is more expensive. It's not that you don't like it. It's just you want to stay where you're at. But here's the thing, too, is that things are going to come around for you. They're going to be awesome. Right now, you are in a cocoon and you're getting ready to shed all this bullshit off of you. And guess what? When you fly away, don't look back. Don't look back. Everybody's like, oh, you got to do this. Oh, you got to do that. Oh, this is family. Oh, pick your family. Your friends. That's the blood. That's the blood. That's you creating that is where you're at. Find your friends. You've got friends here. Welcome to My Psychic Connection, where everyone's your friend. We love everybody here. We cherish everybody here, and we will support everyone here. Know that. You're never alone. But don't let this salty, sandy bitch that's making a pearl ruin your life. It's not your fault she's got sand in her vagina. What is she, making beads? Go be mean to somebody else. Go look in the mirror and talk to yourself. Everything she says against you is actually how she feels about herself. She says, yes, I'm living with both. I'm miserable. They are so mean to me. If I don't jump for them or help them when they ask, they won't let me live it down. Let them cry. There's your answer. There's the salt on the wound. Let those bitches sit in their own salty bullshit. Let them sit in it. Stew in it. Does it taste good? Does it feel good? Do you feel good about yourself ripping somebody apart? Can't wait for you to explain that one to your maker. Good luck. I'm going to move over here. Y'all can be salty and shitty to each other. All right. Well, thanks, Brittany. I hope that helps. I know that this is a rough time for you, but honey, you are getting ready to sprout them wings, and you're getting the hell out of there. You're getting the hell out of there. All right. Thank you so much for your question tonight. All right. We need Jenny from the blog to come on down. Are you too hot for the rocks that you got? Drop the rock. You're on the air. Let's do this.
Yeah, where's that pink diamond at, Jenny?
She says, thank you both. Laugh out loud. Appreciate your time and energy. Anytime. She says, I'm driving. I'll be right back. Oh, honey. Well, Catherine, go ahead and throw us your question. Lauren, what is the minimum? I'm not sure what you mean by that, honey. If you're talking about the jump is a $20 jump, which gives you 10 minutes with us. If you are on the list for free, then it's a 5-minute read between Faith and I. So, and then we're just going straight down the list on that one. So if you said hi, you're on the list. And I'm going to check to see who's on the list. Catherine, go ahead and throw me your question. And I'm sure Jenny will come back to us here. And actually, Lauren, as I'm looking at the list right now, you are not far behind. As long as no one jumps at that moment, you'll be on the list in just a couple readings. So hang in there with us, girl. Now, guys, I don't normally tell people that because I don't like to look down the list as I'm doing readings because I want to focus on the energies that are in front of me. So,
Yeah, that's like a big deal if Journey told you.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't.
Where is my wonderful Catherine with her
Yeah, I
sassy?
keep waiting for her, like, sassy comment.
Come on, sassy, bring it on!
Sassy Kathy!
Don't make me get the switch.
You know what? That's funny because I have an Aunt Kathy and she used to say that.
Don't make me get the switch. Catherine just said, Jenny, keep your hands on the wheel, girl. Catherine, stop talking to Jenny and start talking to us. This is the reason why I was going to get the switch.
For those of y'all that don't know what that means, because you're not Southern, Southern people used to whoop their kids with switches. And yes, I got whooped with a switch. What is a switch, you ask? A switch is a branch off of a hickory tree. And it hurt. Hurt, hurt, hurt. My mom used to get them off of my grandma's tree when we would visit North Carolina and put them in the sun visor. And when we would come back to Virginia, if we were bad, she would tell us, go out to the car and pick a switch. That's a whooping, y'all. A whooping.
Catherine says I had to rework some words. She's using them curse words.
But no, that's what a switch is a stick off a tree.
Catherine, if you use the first letter and put some stars in between and use the last letter, I'll know what it is. Don't you worry. I'm really good at reading between the lines. Mm-hmm. Lauren says, I've experienced the switch. Hey, I'm going to tell you this right now. It don't matter about what tree. It don't even have to be a hickory tree. I'll tell you this right now. My grandfather used to build crab traps out of these little slabs out of cedar wood. And trust me, if your ass acted up, guess what? You weren't getting a switch. You're getting a crab trap slab right on the ass.
We had a spoon.
So we were good.
We had a spoon, too. His name was Mr. Bill. My mom drew a smiley face
we got
inside of the spoon.
She says, a week back I wrote Nutless Peter, Ballless Peter, and said, I'm gone, dude. Still ticked for blowing me off. Please tell me he read it and feels like shit. Hope he feels like a jerk, a.k.a. dick. All right, Faith, what you got?
Give me just a second here. Catherine.
Well, she didn't add the dick part. I did.
Okay, I was going to say, geez.
I know what she wanted.
So I think he did read it. I feel he did read it. He just looked at it and thought, oh, shoot, I'm in trouble. So I think that's one reason he may not have reached out to you that much, Catherine, because he knows if he does that you're going to chew him out. But this is the weird thing, though, Catherine. He still feels like it's okay what he did. It's not that he feels like it's okay, but he's just like, he doesn't see the big deal of what he did, really. Other than you're mad. He gets that. But he doesn't get why you're so upset. Because he just feels like he tries the best he can, but you're still mad. Which he doesn't really try the best he can, but in his standards, he tries the best he can. Now, I know you're saying you're done, Catherine, but I'm sorry. I don't feel you're done. Journey might or might do something different, but I still think he's going to come around. You're going to fuss at him some. Then you guys are going to calm things down again and everything will be okay. Then this is going to keep repeating. At least until at least until the end of this month. And it might take a break, but I don't see him really going anywhere unless you say sayonara. Because he's not going to go away. He's going to be like
This
a
will probably never be done.
No, it's hard to get rid of him. He's like, when you have a bad foot fungus and you don't want to scratch your foot because it'll just make it worse, but it feels really good to scratch it because your foot's itching. He's like that. He's like the bad foot fungus that it feels good to scratch your foot. So he feels good to have around, but he's a pain in the ass, basically. So I wish I could say that he was gonna get better, and he will get slightly better, but it never lasts very long.
She says bad like hemorrhoids.
Pretty much, yeah. So I'm gonna turn this over to Johnny.
All right. Catherine, I know your heart is in the place, and there's love, and there's affection, and you guys care about each other, and there's been years there. But even with the years there and stuff like that, bad relationships are bad relationships. You know what I mean? And so if you're going to play the love game even afterwards, I'm going to tell you this. Put your foot down. Slam it in and break it off in his ass. Tell him to stop being a bitch. You're done. It's like, oh, he don't hit me. I just walk into the punches, but I love him. Well, what do you love more? When he's ghosting you or when he's being a bitch? I mean, be his friend, but don't be his lover. Just, we got to fix something here. Something's broke. Tell him the gears aren't grinding. What's going on here? I feel like I'm dead from the waist down. What's going on here? I'm not feeling it. Where's the juices? Like, they just stop flowing. Like, where are we? I got dust bunnies. What's going on here? He needs to wake up and realize the person that he has in front of him is someone who could love him and care for him for, the rest of his life. Someone who would never turn away from him. But at the same time, you can only take so much ghosting. You're not Casper. It's not fun. She goes, that's called menopause. Yeah, men that pause. That's what's happening right there. That's men who pause. That's exactly right, Catherine. I'm pretty sure
Isn't that all men, though, Journey?
No, that's not all men. Trust me. That's not all men. When do I pause? Please let me know.
You don't have to pause. You're married.
So the thing is that, he's just in a weird place. He needs to get his things that are, going on in his head. He needs to take them and just end it. He needs to stop playing that game, and he needs to be able to move forward. She says, that's all true. She goes, I walk right into that one. Yeah, that's a man that pause. That's what he is. And you should tell him that, just so you know. You should be like, you know what? You are menopause. You are a man that pauses. Stop it. Because I'm not going to keep taking this shit. Jenny, get your question ready. We're going to take it right after the break. We'll be right back after these messages.
For Central Kentucky's best selection of pets and pet supplies, visit Adventure Pets in Berea. We have one of Central Kentucky's largest selection of fresh and saltwater fish, exotic birds, hamsters, reptiles, puppies, kittens, and more. We carry several lines of premium dog and cat food. We also stock Frontline Plus, Advantage, Capstar, and other products for flea and tick control supplies for dogs and cat health needs. Call us today at 859-985-8001.
right, and we are back, and Jenny from the block is here. After Jenny is going to be Lauren Green. Lauren, get your question ready. You'll be right after Jenny, but don't post it until we call your name again. All right, Jenny from the block. Apparently, she didn't drop the box that she's got. She goes, I should have listened to Journey and not asked about love because now I'm confused. I have changed things for myself, but by what I did today, I got a little vulnerable today, but it didn't help anything. What'd I say?
Jenny,
From the block.
where's Ben at? Then you wouldn't have love problems. Well, you might.
I was like, how many times they've been together?
I think this is the second time, and I need to shut up because I have a celebrity crush on him. But anyway, Jenny, what did you do? Like, it's good to be vulnerable. Just don't. I feel like what happens with you is you go from one extreme to the other. What's you right, Journey?
There was a bunch of laughy faces.
Okay. So I feel like what you did wasn't really a bad thing, but here's the thing. You've got to stop trying to force romantic stuff for you right now, because when you go against what we see for you, you mess stuff up unintentionally, and then you're like, what did I do? But I think it's a subconscious thing to sabotage because on a certain level, you know you're not ready. So spiritually, you're like,
She's right. Says right. I am all or nothing. I don't force anything. She goes, I'm never vulnerable.
that's not, but you know what? You need to let yourself be vulnerable, right? Because whether it's romantically or.
Jenny, Catherine wants to know who.
Yeah, you know what, Catherine? Me too, and I'm the.
I know who it is.
Well, you do because you talked to Jenny.
No, she didn't tell me who it was, but I know who it is.
Well, good for you. You're next, you butthead.
She says it just happened. There's an apartment close by.
Oh, it's that one? Jenny. But being vulnerable isn't a bad thing. You get really intense, okay? It's going to work itself out. Don't be awkward when you see them. Don't put your head down.
She says it's the one I called about, Journey. I know. I was being...
Don't put your head down when you see them like a kid in school in the hallway, because that's what I'm saying, is that if you see them getting in the car, you're going to be like, oh my God. Oh my God. Like, I can't look at them.
It was Dummy Joe's or Jose. I'm not sure which way they say their name.
Jose, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Well, most Jose's I've known have been dummies. I'm serious. And I've known a few, and I've dated a few. I don't have good luck with J names.
Except for me.
You don't count. I've never dated you.
But I'm your brother.
Yeah, that's why I'm stuck with your ass.
Like a blister.
Unfortunately. Apparently for many lifetimes. Jenny, it's gonna be okay. I still see love for you. It is not right now. Do not push it right now. You want to flirt? Okay. You want to try to have some fun? Okay. You want some dinners? Okay. But the end all be all love is not right now. That's not going to really happen for you until you get some of this chaos and all this craziness that you're having to do with work. See, your mind, some people can handle a relationship and work at the same time. Some people can't. You're very goal-oriented, and that's where I feel the main focus needs to be right now. After that's settled spiritually and kind of calm down, you'll be more ready, and then that person's going to come in. Here's the thing, Jenny. This person will be in your life by sometime next year, okay? I keep seeing stuff with them coming between October and January. But I don't know who this is right now. You don't need to know who this is right now because you don't need to be worried about that right now.
She said, very truth, Faith. I'm very focused on work.
That's what I'm seeing, is that once you have all of your goals oriented and met at work, once you're in that advancement, you're stabilized, then your energy will calm down because that's all settled, right? So then that love is going to come in. It's just not right now, Jenny. I'll pray for it to happen faster for you, but I don't see it right now. Just hang in there, Jenny. I promise it's coming for you. You know you deserve it. Everybody deserves it, and that's the thing. We convince ourselves that we don't deserve it. We think it's in the movies, or we watch other people, family members or friends, have what we wish we had. And so we think subconsciously that we don't deserve it, but we do, and you do, and you just gotta get through all this work stuff. So hang tight. Journey, I'm gonna flip it over to you. And I heard the thunder. Thank you. Journey or Tony, whoever did it.
Tony did it.
I don't think Tony has the sound effect.
Yes, Tony does. Just like
that must be recent because Tony was talking to me about wishing that he had the sound effect.
Mind your business, Faith. Mind your business.
Oh, okay.
She says, this is all about Jose. I don't care about Mustang Guy. Okay. I'm not even going to talk to you about Mustang Guy.
Jose Corbo.
Listen. I know that you do. There are times when you're coming through and you're sitting and you're wanting that love and you're wanting that energy. I'm going to tell you, when it comes to love for you, stop watching love stories. They're fake as fuck. Lifetime for Women is cute. It is. And I like some of the stories myself. I don't watch the love ones. I watch the more mystery, like there's a murder in the house type thing. I watch those ones because I think they're cool. Because I love watching a girl kick a dude right in the face. It's freaking hilarious. I love it. But anyway, I know that you feel these energies, and I know that you feel that you want to be with somebody. But right now, you are focused on work, and that is what you need to be focused on right now, because this is passing the time for you. As Faith said, she didn't see this love for quite some time, but it's not a bad thing. Right now is a waiting period, just like I told you before. I've even told you, don't push it, just let it happen, because if you try to push it, you're going to get disappointed, and feels like you got a little vulnerable. You decided to put a little nudge out there. Nudge or not, honey, that's a push. Don't push, and you're like, oh, no. Yes, you are. You're pushing. But, the thing about it is that love is coming your way. But right now it's at that time. The perfect time is when you both were in the same headspace. So this guy that comes in and out can be a part of your life, but today's not that day. Tomorrow's not it either. He's got some things he needs to work on. He's got to have some self-growth. I still feel a lot of childish energy. I feel selfish energy. There's a lot of stupidity there. I do feel like we'll get past it. It's not that you won't get past it. It just sucks that you're going through it. She goes, he started it first. Oh, man, Jenny, you didn't go there. You didn't go there.
Oh, Lord.
I didn't do it. I was fine until he pulled my hair. Really, Jenny? Come on. Come on. You're bigger than that. You're stronger than that. I know you. I know your energy. It's awesome. Your men would be falling at your feet if you let them. She says, I'm just kidding. No, you're not. You're not kidding. You're
She
not
just
kidding. That's the
listen, Journey. She just doesn't want to get fussed at by you. She wasn't kidding. Jenny,
right.
listen. I'm going to tell you something as a woman, not even as a psychic. If a man wants to be with you or even pursue you, let him chase you. I don't know what this common thing is now where we think that we have to go after the man. Yeah, we can be flirtatious and we can hint, but then let them pursue you. If they don't pursue you, then they're not worth your time because there's nothing like being pursued by somebody that's interested in you.
Listen. My best friend, I've been best friends with her for 20 years. She says, listen, if they don't get off their ass, she says they're lazy. That means they won't mow the grass or take out the trash. So I'm going to wear my ass catching jeans, and if that mother runs after me, that means he'll do something. She goes, but if they are lazy and they are not coming after me, I don't want nothing to do for them. And Jenny, I know that you want love. We all do. It's amazing when we get to that point. But honey, focus on that job. Get these things squared away for you because money's coming your way, and it's going to help secure you for the rest of your life. So get prepared for that. Once you get settled, it's amazing how energies work. It's because once you get to that level, the other part of that level will meet, and then you'll be equal to the person that's coming in your life, and they're going to love you to pieces. Until then, you've got us, and we'll squeeze you. A little virtual hug. A little slap
You
up.
know we love you, Jenny. We love each and every one of you that watches, and we just like to give y'all crap along with the psychic reading. Because we wouldn't be journeying.
Fall at her feet. She don't give them the time of day. She's like, nope, 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 nope. She must wear freaking rubber boots because shit's getting deep over there. I'm telling you. I seen it. I seen there are guys that want her, but she doesn't want them. She's like, oh my God, I'm going to buy a house. What's the shittiest house in the block? Perfect.
Well, you know what? We all do that as women.
Listen.
We do.
If they look shiny, you need to go touch the metal. If it bends, it's tinfoil.
Journey, you know what? You need to be quiet.
Armor doesn't bend.
I'm gonna buy you some tin foil for April Fool's with a joke.
I already got tinfoil. I use it on the grill every time I cook.
I know, that's my point. I'm gonna get you some coal for Christmas.
All right. Well, Jenny, hang in there, girl. Don't let this get you down. It's not time. That's okay.
Mm-mm.
It was going to come with time anyway. You knew that. You're kind of prepared for that anyway. Go on a date. Go have fun with somebody else. It's nothing like it's going to take you, like you're going to marry him. You're not going to do that. But go on a date. Don't feel rusty. Go out and have a dinner. Have a drink. Just make sure that you know your limits. If you don't want to do certain things, make sure you hold yourself to those things. You don't have to sleep with them, but hell, get a free dinner. Get a free dinner. All right.
Free dinner is always nice.
Exactly. Love your face, honey. I hope that helps. We're going to keep on rolling here. We got Lauren Green. Go ahead and throw us your question, Lauren. You are next on the list, guys. Remember, if you want to get a mediumship, you need to jump the list in order to get a mediumship reading. Jenny said, okay, thank you. You are welcome. Don't worry, you'll find your Ben Affleck.
You know what, Journey?
I could have said Adam Levine.
Journey? He's already married.
I know, I'm sorry. Jenny said, laugh my ass off. All right, we got Lauren here says, do you see children or a permanent job for me?
I do feel, this is the thing, I feel like you've had some female issues, or I keep getting female issues around you. I do see one. I'm not saying you won't have more than one. I see a little boy. And I get two different time frames, and I don't know why that is. I see a year and a half, and then I see 3. So I think it's gonna possibly be within a year and a half that you start trying or something of that nature because of how I'm seeing this. And as far as a permanent job, I do see a permanent job, but it's not right now. I'm seeing it more toward, let's see, we're in August. I want to say November, January time, somewhere in there. And you're going to find a job through word of mouth, one that you really, really like. I feel like, are you doing something, um, because I feel like you're not even doing anything that you're interested in right now. And I keep seeing you working with people, uh, like almost, I'm not saying social work, but it's kind of like a humanitarian type job eventually, that's what you want to do.
This is okay. Thank you so much. I've had fraternal issues.
Honey, I'm feeling like you're gonna have to go get some help with that because I'm only seeing one, and I felt like um there were some issues, but I do feel like this is something that can be
Says yes.
handled.
Awesome.
Okay. And I don't know if you want to know what this sex is, but I'm seeing a little boy.
Nice. It's also what I was picking up around her was a little boy. I'm also seeing when it comes to permanent jobs for you, I do see one coming, but we're looking at the month of September when that job is secured. So to me, it looks like something is coming through for you. I do feel like you're going to apply to a few more things here that's going to secure your feeling about getting a job, but it sees something that you've already, I don't know if you've interviewed for them, but I see you in contact with them already. And to me, this looks like it's something, looks very positive. It has, a really strong energy to provide. So when it comes to getting the baby situation, now I do see the little boy, but I am seeing a second path for you, which does open the door. I do feel that they are going to tell you that the process is a lot harder for you to get pregnant, but I don't see it as the end all game because I see you pregnant for a second time, but it's a ways away, so I can't determine the sex. But eventually there will be 2 children. But it will take a doctor's assistant in order to make that happen. And I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to be the happiest because at that point you're going to feel like nothing's working and it's just not going to be possible. But that's not true because all of a sudden, guess who feels nauseous? Guess who feels sick? Guess who feels the certain way? You do. And you will take a test. You will not believe it. You will go to the doctor and they will prove it. So when you think all is lost, the baby finds you. So it's actually, you asked the perfect questions for yourself tonight because these were things that have been on your mind. I said, I'm going to say they've been on your mind for quite some time. But you're going to be so happy. And love life is going to be even happier. So you've got a lot to look forward to. So don't take your energy and bring it down. Bring it back up because the stress does not help. Sadness does not help. Shine yourself as the light that you are because 2 new lights are going to be brought into your life. And it's going to cheer you up even more. I hope that helps. I'm glad we got the chance to talk with you tonight. And thank you for your question. All right. Blanca D, go ahead and throw us your question. After Blanca is going to be Cassie Perry. Cassie, get your question ready, but do not Do not post it. But we need Blanca D to go ahead and throw us her question. Lauren says, thank you again.
You're welcome. And he's a cute little boy.
Yes.
Cute.
I want to say that the other one seemed very feminine, but it's still too far out to find out what that's going to be.
Because I think that's why I saw the 2 different time frames, Journey. Because I was like, why am I seeing 2 different time frames?
Right.
But it's going to be a good thing, and you're going to feel so much peace.
The second one was a surprise. That's why I saw the second happening. I was like, wait a minute. She's going to be told that this is going to happen again, and they're going to be wrong. And that happens. But it's going to be a happy baby, and she's going to be a happy mama. It's going to be good. She's got a great love life coming. It's good. All right, let's keep on going here. We got Blanca. Blanca says, okay, my last question is forget what you know about me and when and if I started a new relationship, what should I not do in the relationship? And oh my God, does he have a... Is that facial? Goatee. Oh, a facial goatee. I love that on a man, not just my husband. A man alone, I love to be tickled. Lord have mercy, get this woman a duster.
Oh, no. No. Robert,
she said, I know it's not my time just asking for a special girl. Good to know still. So she's asking for a friend.
Yeah. Robert, that was not funny what you just showed me, and I really don't appreciate it. Yeah, I know you think. Her husband's showing me crazy stuff over here, Journey. Blanca, I do see someone coming for you. Not right now. The person that I see staying. Okay, there will be somebody that's not a permanent person. Okay, I do feel like they have some type of goatee, but this is not the person that you're gonna end up with. This person might even have a motorcycle. Okay. But I do see this person coming.
Just laugh out loud. Oh my God, I'm jealous.
Honey, I'll tell him to show you the flash then, okay? Because your husband's trying to be funny. So, but I don't see this being a permanent person. Because I don't think you're ready for a permanent person. This isn't going to be right now. This is toward next spring. So, and also, if you're asking what not to do, don't compare them to your husband, whether you do it verbally or just within your soul. Because if you do that, you're not giving the person a fair chance. And I really feel that's what you'll do. Not meaning to, but you'll still do it. Which, you know what? We all do that, whether we've had a spouse or a loved one that's passed, when we start another relationship, especially when we really love the person. When we broke up with someone and when they broke up with us, the next relationship, sometimes we compare, sometimes the next 2 relationships. But I don't think there is going to be a comparison to your husband. This person's going to be a totally different person. I do think that they'll remind you a little bit of your husband, but you'll know that they're a totally different person. I don't really feel like you're ready to date. I know you want to ask questions about it just because.
It's okay, I got a check mark.
But I do think that you will when the time is right. And this person that I'm seeing coming for you, this person that will eventually be a permanent person for you, is going to be very loving, very nurturing, and very playful. And I think that you're going to like that. I don't feel
My husband tickled me a lot, and I miss that.
that is fun, isn't it? Yeah, I think that this person that I see coming for you, the permanent person, is going to be very affectionate to you, Blanca, and you will really care about this person. It's going to scare you too, I think, because you're going to think that maybe it's wrong because he's not your husband. But your husband would want that for you. I feel like Robert would want that for you. He does want that for you because he knows who you are and how much love you have to give. And it doesn't take away the love that you had for him either. But you are going to have someone, please don't doubt that. And the guy's going to be really sweet, fun loving. I think he's going to be some type of electrician or mechanic. And I also see that he has small children, just so you know.
She says, "Oh wow, thank you. If it's wrong, I don't want to be right. Just kidding. Thank you." All right. Well, so far, Malaka, I feel your energy you're dreading now. Journey's on. So, yeah, you need to get you one of these, Tickler.
Journey, oh my
I
God.
use it for dusting, but you can use it for other things.
Oh my God.
He had nothing to do with it, Faith. She says, "I'm hoping for a mechanic my car's issues."
Well, this guy's gonna be. So,
Well, the thing I saw about him is that, we're still looking at this being at a distance. And she put, "Oh
yeah.
my God." But, this relationship's still at a distance. You're still in the middle of transition. You're still looking to change things over. Now, this guy being a mechanic in the industry, or if he's the electrician, in which Faith was talking about, but the way I saw it was he wasn't just the mechanic or just the electrician. He owned the business. He was an entrepreneur and he's doing well. The thing about it is, you guys meet during a circumstance in which you have. He just so happens to be the person in which you communicate with. There's jokes, there's funniness, there's laughter. You guys hit it off well. He continues to talk to you. He doesn't usually do that, but for some reason, you tickle his fancy. Hint, hint. Added pun. Anyway, so I'm going to start using it against you now, Blanca. Don't worry. She says, "Oh my God, wow, a man with authority." Yes, girl, you and your dominance. I swear, she just likes to be dominant. Tell me what to do. All right, so
Men like it when you sass them too, Blanca.
but the thing is that you're going to get there. But there's a lot of things. There's a lot of steps, and this is why I saw the 2-year period that still hasn't changed yet. Even though you're willing to open work with other people and move yourself forward and really take a step into the world, you still have some things that you need to put together. With the move, that I definitely will see a move in your future. I don't feel like you're going to be in this house. I feel like you're getting rid of things that no longer serve a purpose. You're decluttering your mind. You're decluttering your house. You're decluttering everything, even friends, family. You're just taking a step back and saying, what is going on in my life, which is good for you. And I think this is awesome. Yeah, there's going to be some dates. There's some tinfoil. You got tinfoil, have a barbecue. So, enjoy it while it lasts. Get your free dinner out of it. Get your nice little barbecue or little taco or, whatever it is that you like. But allow yourself to enjoy and allow yourself to feel free and to not feel guilty, because Robert is encouraging you to open that door, but he's not wanting you to jump into a relationship and feel like you're replacing him, because that's not what you're doing. You're just trying to live your life. You need to enjoy happiness as well. You need that love. You are a person who loves love. And he said this right now. He says, "Blanca, I know that we had our differences, and I know that, I didn't give you certain types of ways to share love the way you would want them, but he still wants you to know I love you and I'm always with you, and that he's sorry that he couldn't give you that. He just couldn't do it, and it wasn't anything against you. It was all on him, and these things he's sorry for. So something to know, and he wants you to let that go because he didn't do it on purpose. It wasn't purposely done. It was something he couldn't help. He felt awkward and weird, and he felt like it would lead to things that he couldn't complete. So she says, laugh out loud. I'm going to hold it. Done. Check. Yes. Just asking for a friend. Loved it. Footlongs. Oh, my God.
Oh, no. No. No.
Oh, my God.
Blanca, why do you do
Thank you. Oh, my God, Journey. Hearing him call me Blanca hurts. Call me babe, babe. I called you Blanca. I'm not calling you babe. I'm going to call you Blanca. Sorry, I have one babe.
He does, and that's what he calls him too. And I'm like, oh.
So, I will call you Blanca, but nobody's calling you, honey. Nobody's calling you. That shouldn't be something that hurts you. You know what he's calling you. All right. Let's keep on going here. Keep going down the list. All right. We got Baydre. She says, oh my God, my husband called me babe. Yeah, he calls you babe every time he talks about you, but I'm not going to call you babe, and Faith's not going to call you babe. We're just not going to call you babe, babe.
Sweetie pie, darling, honey bunch.
Honey bunch. All right. Maydre. Spirit message. It's difficult for me to move forward, suffering and out of depression. Any messages with direction for me for action?
You know, Baydre, what I'm being shown right now is that you're at a standstill. And it's a standstill because, excuse me, I had a hiccup. It's a standstill because some things haven't gone through the way you wanted them to, and then I feel like there's been a divide or a separation between you and some family and people you consider family too, so that hasn't helped. It's kind of a combination of things with work too. But what I'm being shown is a couple different things. I'm shown, and this is symbolic, okay? But I'm showing you really doing a lot of soul searching and kind of allowing everything to fester. You're concentrating too much on it. And so I feel like once you kind of release it, and I know it's hard when you're depressed, right? It's very hard. But once you kind of release that from allowing yourself to feel it, you're able to, because I keep seeing a few different things going on here. I keep getting money issues and work issues with you not feeling happy or not having something with that, Baydre, or not having it the right way or the way that you want to. And then I keep seeing issues with housing or your homeless. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but that's kind of what I'm getting. I have to be honest, I don't feel that, because I keep seeing tension in your home life or in your living situation when I say home life. And I don't see that getting any better anytime soon. I think it's going to be within 4 months from now. Okay. But I also feel that the other stuff, the work stuff and things of that nature, is because you feel like what I keep feeling from you is like you want to crawl out of your skin because you are used to being in control and able to handle stuff even though you go through depression spurts, which we all do, but this is just way overwhelming for you. And one of the reasons that I feel this is being allowed to happen to you is because you need to take a step back and stop because you don't stop and you are the problem solver. And there's some things that you can't do, and you have to allow yourself to process through them, which is why this is kind of happening, because you're down on yourself, and this has nothing to do with you. None of this does, Baydre. It has more to do with circumstances and the way that things will fell together. You understand what I mean by that? So what I'm being shown is that you're gonna have to kind of let this ride a little bit, okay? Within 3 weeks, if
She's
you
saying
focus,
that none of those issues exist for me.
what did she say, Journey?
None of those issues exist for me.
I don't know. That's what I'm getting, Baydre. So I don't know why I'm getting it then. I would hold on to it because
Mm-hmm.
if I'm getting it, there's a reason why. And I'm not the kind of reader that would just get something if it's not around you. So you've got to be reflecting on it or something. But since you don't feel like I'm connecting with you, I'm going to turn it over to Journey.
All right. Well, Baytray, so the thing I'm picking up with you is that you're trying to. I keep seeing growth, inner growth. You're trying to find it. You're finding that things aren't going in the direction in which you thought they were. I feel like you feel stuck. That's what I keep feeling is stuck, and you can't get anywhere, and you're not getting the energy showing here. It's like you're talking, but no one's listening, and that's the issues that I'm seeing circling you, and I feel like it's pulling you in a darker space than you need to. Spirit says right now this is a time for you to focus on finances and start picking out the things that no longer serve a purpose and start letting those things go. It's also about finding people that meet your standards, technically being on the same level as you. I feel as though the people around you are not on the same level, and it feels like you're talking. It's like people are not seeing you the way that you need to be seen. There's no inspiration. There's no energy to move forward at this point. It will come back to you. You will not continue to keep sitting in this energy where you feel like you can't move. And Spirit is saying that you are going to find that energy and you're going to start moving in a new direction. I'm seeing new finances, things changing, even trying to change jobs. I mean, I feel like things are, are, I wouldn't say limbo, but transition. And because when we go through transition, it's not an easy process. What happens is we kind of like when a snake is getting ready to shed its skin, it actually kind of shrinks back down and then re-expands after it sheds the skin. Right now, you're shrinking down. You're getting ready to expand. You're about to shed this skin that no longer serves you. Your finances get better. You feel stronger about yourself. Like I said, even change in employment. I mean, all these different things come into play for you. And it really gives you back your power. And I feel like you'll feel more empowered, and the energy that you feel today will not be what you feel tomorrow. So the thing is that Spirit is constantly trying to give you signs. I keep seeing numbers being repeated for you, little things happening for you. I keep seeing a grandmother. She's strong around you, and she's trying to get you to look at yourself, bring back your self-confidence. It's like a confidence thing. Get your confidence up. She wants you to get your confidence up. She keeps repeating it. So the thing is that I keep seeing that the energy is strong, but at the same time, so is the shedding. So yeah, you're not going to feel empowered right now. You're not going to feel as strong as you normally are because you're getting ready to shed. You're getting ready for transformation. You're getting ready for something new, something fresh. And trust me, it's something that's needed. You need something new. You're tired of the same old same. You're tired of not being heard. You're tired of those who can't, you can't connect with. So that's why I said you're going to the next level. You're going to start finding people that have the same mindset, the same, same like-minded people. So the energy is definitely going to change. So while you're feeling what you're feeling right now, this is a time for you to let go of the things that don't serve a purpose. Let them go. It does hurt. I'm not going to sit here and tell you, it's fine when you let things go. No, it hurts. It does. And I feel as though that right now, it hurts, but you're going to see your peace. You're going to find your strength. You're going to gain financially. You're going to do a lot of things differently. And this transition is going to take between now and the month of September. So these next 2 months, you're doing a lot of transferring, a lot of processing, a lot of change to your life. And it's kind of good because we're going to be getting closer to the end of the year and things are going to make a difference for you. Pedro, I want you to hang in there. I want you to feel strong. I want this to feel that it's not a bad thing. It's a chance to reflect, get a better understanding of where you stand right now. And Spirit is saying, once you see where you stand at this moment, look at everything around you and then go in the direction that best suits you, not what best suits everybody else. I hope that helps, Pedro. Stay strong. I know this is a time of transition. It can be a little wonky, but you know what? It's most needed at this time for you to get to the next level because, honey, you're going to be a happy camper. Let's just say that. All right. I hope that helps. Thank you so much for your question tonight. We appreciate you.
Keep your chin up, Pedro. It will get better. And even if some of what I said didn't make sense to you, Journey said a lot of what I said. He just said it a different way. So even if some of what I said didn't make sense to you, hold on to it because it might make sense to you later. Sometimes the stuff we see for you guys doesn't happen right away.
Absolutely. All right. So just hang in there. I feel like a lot of change is coming your way. This is transformation. You're getting to the next level. That's the strongest thing that Spirit was saying because you're going to take a look at the things that no longer serve a purpose and you're going to move. You're going to move on. Like I said, financial gain, new friends, new people walking in. It doesn't mean the old friends go away. It just means right now you're going to spend some time with new people. And yeah, you can go back and forth with the old friends. It's not a problem. But just know that there's new focus, new energy, and a new you. All right, Pedro, thank you so much. We appreciate you. All right, I need Cassie Perry to go ahead and throw us her question. You were next on the list. All right. After Cassie is going to be Christina A. Get your question ready. After Cassie, you're next. All right. No Cassie. Let's go ahead with Christina A. After Christina A is going to be Jalapeno Popper. Christina says, got it. All right. Where's your question, girl? All right. Christina says, I've been getting the signs and the messages strongly, but he still hasn't messaged me. What is going on now with him, and what does the month bring us?
Christina, honestly, more of the same. You're going to keep getting the signs because the energy is there, but it's really up to him to get some motivation. I really feel like he wants to reach out to you, but it's like he's not ready. And he knows that once he does, there's no turning back. And your energy has to relax too, because you're like, oh my gosh, I saw a sign. I saw a sign. So does that mean he's moving forward? And why isn't he moving forward now? Why? So you have to kind of try to calm your energy because it connects to his.
The energy is definitely there.
Yeah. And you're pulling it to you too, like the crazy energy as far as you being like, now. So that's kind of what's going on, and he's fighting it because he feels that energy from you psychically too. So what I would say, what I'm being shown is,
I'm strong and my energy is high.
yeah, it is. So what I'm being shown symbolically is you physically taking one step back and one step forward. And it's always this way with him, you know? It's always a struggle because you feel him and you know he's gonna come around, and then it's like he's not coming around fast enough. But I feel like you're showing those signs so that you do know that he's going to come forward. You do know it. So it's not so much about when will he do it, because you know on a certain level that he's spiritually that he's going to do it. It's about this is as much about him being scared to step forward as you having to learn a lesson spiritually about being patient. And that's not an
He
easy
says
lesson
I can
for
do
any of us
meditation
to
at night
learn.
to calm down.
Well, I know it's hard to calm down. I know. But you can do it. You just have to remember that he's going to
She
come
said
around.
they're still fearful.
Yes, he's going to be fearful even when he comes around, Christina. So, that's the thing. You just got to keep praying for him. And I feel like Spirit is showing you that because he is going to come. But I'm going to turn it over to Journey, see what he has to add to it or say.
All right. Well, I agree with Faith. You're getting the signs and they're strong, and that's because he's working on himself. That working on himself is bringing those signs, because once he gets to that completion of fixing the things that he's feeling, he's really critical on himself, and that is a big part of why it has been so hard for him to make these communications. And I also see a friend, some guy that he's been hanging around. It's one of his buddies, been in his life for quite some time. I keep seeing him, talking to him, not directly about what he's bothered by, but indirectly talking about situations and kind of getting an idea and playing around with that type of energy. So when he's opening up, that's why the signs are coming through so strongly, because that connection between the two of you is strong. She goes, "Do you have any time frames for when he makes that move?" Unfortunately, I don't, and that's basically, this is what I call the "at any point in time this is going to happen" movement. So since he's going into the feelings, they're opening up. So at any point in time, we're going to see him step forward. So there could be one day he hears a song and he's like, "Fuck it. Hey, Christina, what's up?" Or, "Hey, what are you doing?" And you're going to be like, "Holy shit, here he is." Because he's at that moment. So, yeah, you're getting the signs. You're feeling the energy. They feel overwhelming. They feel great. The energy is there. And you're just like, okay, I got to calm down. I'm excited, but I have to calm down because you guys' energies intertwined. And if you're overexcited, he's going to feel that adrenaline and he's going to be like, "Oh, crap, what's going on with me? Oh." You don't want him to do that. We don't want him to choke. We want him to come forward. And I know that you're calming yourself down, which is great. And she's praying for it, and I get it. But just hang in there, honey. We're almost to the finish line. Let's get to see the finish line so we can really move forward. But just know that, don't give up on it. Just live your life, because that's going to help you pass the time. You don't want to sit on your couch going, "I know he's coming. Oh my God. No, no, no." Don't do that. Try to live your life. Run a mile if you have to. Do whatever you got to do. Shake it off. Shake it off. I know he's coming, but I got to shake it off. So she go, "Oh, this boy. Yeah, honey. But you're going to get what you want out of the situation. That's what matters. If it wasn't there for you, I'd tell you, girl, move the hell on. This guy ain't coming."
Sometimes it's hard to learn the lesson in patience. And sometimes it's not just about them working on themselves. It's us being patient, waiting for them to work on themselves. Because don't you want him to be at his very best when he comes to you? Because if he came right now, it wouldn't work.
She says, yeah, I do. I have a family vacation next month, so that's a good thing. Absolutely. She says, absolutely, I love him. All right, Christina, thank you so much for your questions tonight. We do appreciate it. All right, guys, I need Jalapeno Popper. Do we still have Jalapeno with us? Jalapeno Popper. What?
Turning you in the damn jalapeno popper song. I know she doesn't mind, but it still cracks me up when you're like, jalapeno!
Jalapeno! Jalapeno Popper.
But you're forgetting the cheese. There's usually cheese in the jalapeno.
Well, I don't have to mention it if we already know it's there.
Well, you call it jalapeno, so why not add the cheese?
Yes, Christina, it's going to be good, honey. All right, no Jalapeno Popper. Do we still have Amy, a.k.a. Eeyore? There's not going to be an Amy. The next person on the list would be Emma. Emma the Bad Influence. Oh, there she is. All right. So, guys, this is the last question of the night. Last question of the night. We've been here for 2.5 hours. Amy says, just curious what you see in regards to work.
That's her question?
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure there wasn't anything else.
No.
With work, I feel like, Amy, are you trying to get another job? Because I feel like you have work, but there's something else that you're trying to do on top of that, or you're trying to transition into something else on top of what you're already doing. And I don't want you to put yourself on overload. I do see work for you, but I just feel you being really drained physically and emotionally. You're just kind of when you work, you're like, oh, I don't want to do this. I mean, and we all get like that some days, but I'm talking about it's a different kind of energy, and I feel like you're having to drag yourself to do it. And I keep seeing you needing more money or wanting more money. I don't see that until after the first of the year.
Thinking about it.
I don't see that until after the first of the year. What I'm seeing is November, December. And I already see you looking. Okay, but the new job, if you looked into getting a new job, would be the next city over or the next town over. Okay. It would be a little bit more money. It'd be slightly different from what you've done or what you're doing, but not completely out of the realm of things.
Yeah, it's been hard lately.
Yeah, I feel your money's going to pick up, but it's not going to pick up steadily until probably, let's see. I want to say September, but it's more toward the end of September. I was trying to see if I was shown a date. It's more toward the end of September. So I just don't, because see what I see you trying to do, if you can figure out a way to juggle it, I almost feel like you want 2 jobs. You're trying to juggle, and I don't think you can juggle. But I'm going to turn it over to Journey because that was the bell.
All right. Thanks, Faith. All right. So, Amy, what I'm getting here is high tension, drama type energy. People that you associate at work have a different type of attitude, and everybody's seeming a bit just, it's all about me syndrome is what I'm picking up, and basically making themselves out to be something they're not, or taking credit for other people's work, including your own. Um, when it comes to finding another job, I do find you scoring a better job for sure. This opportunity will come across your desk, but right now it's not happening. Right now, Spirit's telling me to tell you to go ahead and stay strong as things are changing for you again, transitioning for you. Financial growth comes for you as we get closer towards the end of the year. Is there a position that's opening up? I keep seeing somebody from the upper management or something to that nature. I keep seeing somebody leaving.
That's kind of what I saw
But it's
too.
not her that's leaving. It's somebody else leaving before her, is what I was picking up. I just keep feeling ego, and, everybody's got a bit of an ego right now. She's really trying to handle it to the best of her ability, but it's really hard to cut through the bitchy attitude. Like, it sucks. And it's making the job more difficult and harder to do. So I'm seeing Amy going through that type of situation. She says, I've been looking for management. Well, I'm going to say this. Management is going to be in your future because that's what I see you scoring. It's a better position for you. So currently what you're doing and what you're going through, you're going to have to hold on while you're looking, because anything that happens through that company, it's shit. I'm just going to call it what it is. It's shit. You don't want to work there. There's something better on the horizon for you. It's going to pay you a lot more money. And I see you being a lot happier, but it is going to take a little bit of time. So right now it's kind of like you got to bite your tongue, watch everybody kind of destroy each other. And then once the dust settles, I see you moving to the next level. So you're good. She goes, that would be great. Thanks. It will be. Hold on to it, girl. It's coming your way. I don't see that to be a problem. Amy, I appreciate your question tonight. I do appreciate it. We appreciate everybody that was here with us
Bye,
tonight.
Amy. Bye. Thank you for your question. Hang in there. It's going to be okay.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Well, from everyone here at My Psychic Connection, we want to say thank you so much for tuning in. If you guys didn't get a chance to get a question in tonight, you can find us on Monday when I will be here with myself and Emma Rose. Emma Rose will be here with us on Monday night, so I hope you guys enjoy our company and our readings and getting the straightforward information that you need. Again, we are here 5 nights a week, and of course, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we're here with Journey Ryan and Gifts of Faith. That's good old 4 to 5 hours with us. All right, guys.
Y'all are stuck with us.
That's you're stuck with us. That's how that one works. But from everyone here at My Psychic Connection, we want to say thank you so much for tuning in. Check us out on Monday. If you'd like, you can go to mypsychicconnection.com. Get a one-on-one reading with myself, Faith, or any of the other psychics on the website. Guys, have a great weekend. Stay safe.
Weekend. Bye.
Have a great weekend, and we'll see you on Monday.